sorry I haven't been around in quite a while. Recently had a tragedy in my family. My brother passed away October 16th, and it's been rough for the family and myself, so I haven't had much ambition to do much of anything as far as customizing everything or posting any reviews or anything like that. I'm sorry. Anyway, we miss him a lot, and it's been kind of hard, so I finally got some ambition up to actually make a video. This is not a review of the figures themselves, it's more or less the project I've been working on. And as you can see here, everybody knows who this is. This is the Mastermind Creations Feral Rex. I'll move the camera on so you can see Fortis, Bovis, Tiger's laying there on his belly, so to speak, and then there's Talon and Leo. And then, of course, all you see here, the rest of it is a whole bunch of parts and stuff, and I'll get to that in a moment. Anyway, what I did is Mastermind Creations did a phenomenal job with Rex. Probably the best Predaking out there as far as figures go. The individual figures are beautiful. Rex himself is gorgeous, but I wanted to do something a little off the charts, a little different, something that hasn't been done that I've seen yet. Is make Rex bigger than what he was, what he is, make him more grand, as he is the king of combiners, not Predaking, whatever you want to call him. And that's what I did. I didn't augment the figures in any way. I didn't paint them. I built basically around each one to make them how I made the kit. Is I built around each figure instead of augmenting each figure, and that was quite a challenge. Not easy by a long shot. So what I'm going to do is move the leg bots aside for now, because they have had no type of augments done to them at all, as far as if any upgrades are for them at this moment. I'll show you these first. These are the side skirt hip plates that I made for Rex. They're just made out of the rubbery shoulder pauldrons of Unicron, and I thought they would be a good choice because they have the 5mm pegs, and they fit into the peg holes without doing any damage of any kind. But they look really nice. They look like hard plastic, but they're still flexible, and they allow they go with the movement of Rex's legs whichever way I decide to put them, and I think they came out really well. I used the gold leaf paint from Tamiya, and Tamiya makes the best gold paint that I've ever used, and along with, I used a little bit of red, silver, a little bit of steel color, a little bit of dry brushing here and there for the nice detail. You can see there, it came out really nice. Really nice. Okay, I'll put these aside for now. The next thing is the shoulder extensions that I made. I made these from a Cybertron Metroplex. They're not painted on the inside, and that's fine. I didn't want any paint to get onto the actual figures. I want the figures to remain 100% stock. As far as they are concerned, because that's what had me so paranoid, because this set is so expensive. I think they go, from what I remember, between $500 and $600. That's a big chunk of change to mess up. So this kit had me completely paranoid from the get-go. But anyway, there's two of them, one for the right and left sides, right here, and all they do is because Rex has become taller and had more girth added at the bottom, the sensible things to give him girth and width from the top. So these just make him appear hulkier, bulkier, wider, which is always a good thing in my book. all the parts utilize pre-existing connection ports and joints, so like I said, none of the figures had to be augmented. And here they are, these parts. And then the next piece, which is another small piece I added, was this torso piece. I wanted to mimic the yellow, which is not straight yellow, that they used for Rex. I think it has a little bit of orange in it, so it's like a dark yellow, so to speak. So this helps lock the lower torso in place a little bit better, more stable and stuff, and keeps everything lined up and stuff. It's got some of the red in there, a little bit of a metallic gray, which I liked, which brought out some of the detail, made it pop a little bit, and stuff like that. A little bit of gold, a little bit, just very little, just right here. Mostly it's yellow and black, a little red. Okay, and the inside wasn't painted because, like I said, I didn't want it to touch the bots to be painted, paint to get on them, so it doesn't really matter. Nobody really sees this part. But this will come in tune more for later on. The main piece that I did, and I'll get to this now, is the new lower torso, crotch, waist section. This was very difficult to create because this was my third attempt at making a lower torso for Rex, so this was my last and final attempt before I was about to give up, and this is what I came up with. And it's made out of a ton of different parts. Some I forgot what I used, and the rest of this whole piece was handmade out of styrene. The hip plates were also made the same. I put the rivet holes and stuff and everything. There's hinges on the inside of the under of the hip plate, so they move forward with Rex's legs. Should I decide to do that? And there's knee articulation, rotation, and pivot. Same on the other side. Thighs, out, full, forward, backward movement. The only thing I could not incorporate in this particular build was he doesn't have any waist swivel, which is fine because Leo has a lot of articulation in his upper body, so he can still turn there, which is fine. I had very limited space to work with. I didn't want to make him too lanky or tall, so that's that. But I think it came out very well, and it's the first I've ever seen of this type, so if someone else decides to build one too, that's great. I would like to see that, so it's awesome. Okay, I used Tamiya gold, 3 different types of red, some silver and stuff like that to put in some of the detail work, like in here, the dry brushing of gold and silver and stuff like that, and the chrome. It looks really good, makes it pop a little bit, and everything. So we'll set this aside for now. Now we'll come up to the hands and the arms, actually. The only thing I did with these is I got I think these are Professor Heisenberg King's Claw to make his fingers a little more bulky. You can still see the line of the original finger, but that doesn't bother me none. I think they make the fingers look good. If you can see here, they look really nice. They make the fingers more bulky, a little bit bigger. And then I had gotten parts from Echo Transformer. These are the cufflinks he makes. And I got these from Shapeways, and they make the arm longer because since Predaking or Rex is a lot bigger, I had to make the arm a little longer. It didn't look right, so I added these and I painted them to try to make them match as close as possible. They look pretty good. Very nice. Same thing with Tigress right here. I think it came out pretty well. Tried to match it as possible. And finally on to Leo. Now the only thing I did with Leo to upgrade him was I gave him a set of another from Echo Transformer. These are the cannons that he has to make the cannons a little bit bigger and stuff like that, but that's about it. So let's get on to the combining process. Okay, let's lay him down for a moment. Actually, no. We'll start with the shoulder pieces because it's much easier. You can do it this way, and they utilize the original combiner plug along with the 5mm peg hole there, and they just peg on. You match it up. You just push it in until it's snug. There you go. Same thing with the other side. Plug it in until it's snug. That's it. Pretty much it. Now with the waist, to attach that, you just part Leo's legs. You take the lower torso and you just basically put him inside and then line it up, utilizing the original pegs that are inside the legs to hold his legs together and keep his legs locked. And you just line them up. It's pretty much effortless right here, and that's pretty much it. Okay, and now I got to raise the camera up just a little bit. Okay. Now, what you do next, make sure this is good and tight. Oops. There. It's locked in place. It wasn't locked in all the way. Now what you do is you, that's fine. And you just raise the chest, the original chest, lift up the paws, and you take this piece, which has a plunger on the bottom, where my thumb is, and you just put it in this hole here. Put it in the hole first, and then it lowers itself enough to go underneath the torso of Rex, pops in place, and locks. What it does is it provides a little extra stability, and then you just put the paws back down. You just put the chest back where it was. It actually makes the chest stick out a little bit more. Line up the lion neck piece that happens to stick out sometimes. There it goes. Much better. Okay. Just realign the lion's mane as much as you can. I like leaving the lion's mouth open. I get a kick out of it. It looks cool. Okay. Next we're going to do, he's going to get much taller, so we're going to, right here are the new combiner pegs for Bovis and can't keep forgetting his name, Fortis. So we'll start with Bovis first because he's at my left, and you just plug it in. That's one, and then take Fortis and the same thing on the other side. Just gonna lock it in place. There you go. I just part his legs a little bit so he has more of the A stance. There we go. There we are. Okay, now I'm gonna have to put this on a box. It's mad tall. So let's do that real quick. Just bear with me. There we are. It's actually quite tall. I thought I'd have a big enough box. Taller than I thought he'd be. But the next part, all you have to do is be able to see right here for now. Okay. You take the talon first, and you plug him in. Same thing with Tigris on the other side. Same thing. Okay. Now, the hip plates. It's just easier to do it now than later. Just plug them in on each side. Add it on the wrong way. Okay, one plugs in over here, and the other one plugs in the other side of the lion legs. Okay. Voila. Okay. Now, I guess the next thing would be the wings. They plug right into the back, standard setup. You know, it's going to be out of frame. I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do about that. I have to turn Rex around. Okay. And I'll plug that in, and then I'll show you extra details. Oh yeah, you gotta pull out the cannons so the wings have a place to sit. Okay. And then I'll put everything back into view for you folks to see. Okay. You set everything back up the way it should be, and then I'll put it back into frame for you. Sorry about that, but I just don't. My tripod doesn't sit up that high, and I don't have a lot of things to stand my camera up on, so I'm sorry. Anyway, I just want to get the wings perfect setup the way I like them. I like the wings to sit up just the right way. You know, I'm very particular about that. And I'm going to light his head up because his head does light up. So, we'll do that now. Okay. And voila. There he is. There is Critter King in all his glory. And I forgot to turn the headlight on. There we are. Much better. Much better. Straighten out the head a little bit on the line. I thought I had it straight, but it wasn't straight. It is now. And here he is. Let me get the box out of the way so you can see it. I think he came out phenomenal. I mean, the figures weren't changed in any way other than what I mentioned before. I just wanted this, in my opinion, makes Rex far more grand and the way he should be. I mean, you know, I would love to see someone else try the same thing if they're willing. You know, it's a lot of work. You know, a lot of planning went into this, so pulled a lot of my hair out too. I wish I had a Lazy Susan so you could see the detail of everything, but I'll turn him around so you can see his back a little bit. Here you can see on the back, the original waist plate, I didn't want to take anything off, so I left it on his back. I mean, you know, it isn't going to hurt anything. And what it does is that it just allows everything to sit in place and everything. I didn't want to take anything off, but you can see him from the back. He looks really good, really good. I wanted to utilize everything. And my brother really liked this figure when I finished him, so I wasn't sure if I wanted to sell him or keep him. So, you know, I don't have the sword or anything out right now, the Oppenheimer sword or his blaster out right now. I just have the figures as they are. And I would appreciate feedback if you guys want to leave feedback and everything. But my brother really liked this, and you know, I decided to finish it in his honor, and I'm very proud of it. So I hope you all like it, and I don't want to drag this video out any further. Thank you guys for watching. Till then, till we see each other again, till all are one. Take care, my friends.